guys, welcome back to EAK TV. I'm delighted to have Leon Siegmund with me, the founder of Moonzebra and Bitcoin Club Malta. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Great opportunity, great conference, awesome.
How are you enjoying Delta Summit so far?
Wow, it's a big show. I didn't expect it to be that big actually, because Malta is a small place and we have big conferences, but yeah, it's definitely a hit.
So I understand, you moved to Malta a few years ago and you've seen this industry blow up in Malta now. Malta's now becoming the blockchain island per se. What's it been like to see the change in Malta?
Super fascinating, and I think what I found most interesting is, the world is run by ideas, right? So Bitcoin was nothing more than an idea. Okay, we put some code together that offers a specific value proposition. We, in the startup world, we say, I disrupt your industry with a piece of Python code, right? And Bitcoin is also code that is disrupting a specific industry, which is money, and money hasn't been innovated. But basically, it's just an idea, and it took off by itself. And ideas can spread, right? In Malta, it's a financial hub. Okay, it has the iGaming sector, it has some business going on. But it wasn't looking really into Bitcoin blockchain. So due to the effort of a few people, this idea grew into a snowball basically. And when I came here in 2016, I remember the Facebook group, which was Bitcoin Malta. They were like less than 100 people, less than 100 people. And also know the very early movers like Jonathan Galea and Francesco Carbone, and they had a Bitcoin meetup back in 2014, and like they were 10 people, and then the next month like 5 people, and then like they just gave up basically. So I came in 2016, and then there was no Bitcoin meetup, so I said, okay, I don't know what to do, let's do a Bitcoin meetup. And then 7 people showed up, and we did it on and on and on and on again, and at some point we had 70 people, and then in September 17 we had like 200 people with Patrick Young in the Meridian, and that was like when the idea, okay, Malta, Bitcoin, hey, that could marry, that could merge, maybe a good idea. And of course, at the same time, many people were involved, consulting the government, understanding the benefits really, because it's complex. And now Binance is here, OKX is here, all the exchanges are here, and I'm actually, honestly, even more excited to see what's next. I think a big idea is maybe, hey, what happens if Malta actually becomes a crypto island? Like every Maltese person gets a crypto wallet, gets a Bitcoin wallet, and also a lot of merchants accept Bitcoin. That hasn't been happened yet because I think everyone was focused, get everyone on board, design a regulation, get the people here. But the future is super exciting.
So obviously Malta's on the front line of pioneering nations, for blockchain in terms of regulation. What's your philosophy? What do you believe regulation and blockchain? Do you believe they can work together?
Regulation always follows the innovation, and that's good, and that's important. We need protection and security, but I'm an advocate of competition. I think when there's a monopoly, the outcome is always less good than when there's a competition and many people trying to make the best, and also the customer can choose. So I prefer not a mandatory approach, but like a complete voluntary approach. So exchanges can certify. And also, honestly, it's not going to help anyone to regulate, because if people invest in something they don't understand, like even with regulation, they will still lose their money. It's just impossible. Okay. So I think it's good that Malta is at the forefront. It's good that regulators look at it, but I believe the future belongs to decentralization and really like even more competitive governance, basically. But it's a step in the right direction, and we can iterate on that, and we can say, for example, right now there's no good regulation for startups. So the regulation right now is really looking for servicing big players, which is okay. But if you, for example, want to start a small wallet or a Bitcoin ATM or something like that, then you can basically look at really high costs, and that's not good for the innovation on the island. So that's not happened yet. So I think that's the next step, and also I think regulation. I think the world will move even faster, driven through technologies such as Bitcoin and other things, and that will just be such a strong force that the regulatory bodies will just say, okay, fuck, like we don't even understand now the next thing that's coming. We don't get it, and then I think what the next step is that really, private certifications come up, and really only the best governments basically will have the business. The big financial hubs have to be super innovative, but I believe in smaller, the smaller, the more decentralized it is, the better the product can become. So Liechtenstein, Switzerland, all these hubs, they're just trying to, what can we do? And I think what business honestly needs is really just security to operate, the least possible paperwork possible, right? Like the least intervention of any governments and regulatory bodies, because if an entrepreneur works 10 hours per day and 8 hours of that is just bureaucracy, that's not good. Yeah, then like the business is on it. And that's big companies can afford a huge compliance team, but small don't, and that's not fair. So I think the future is definitely for really disruptive regulation. And I hope that Malta is making the first step in that direction to basically offer, hey, the world is your playground, and now we try to find out the best version of it.
Cool. So you've obviously seen again this space grow so much in the last 3 years in Malta. Where do you see Malta's space in blockchain in the next 5 years, for example?
So first of all, we need with this new business coming in, we also have to game up a lot on the other side of the business, which is traffic, infrastructure. But there's a beautiful Zaha Hadid Tower being built. Obviously on a small island with such limited space, there's no way around than to build high to save the environment, basically, right? Because otherwise it's everywhere, so you have to build high, and that's going to be interesting. So a small little Dubai, Hong Kong island, right? I think it's never going to be competing because it's just too small. But it's a very niche positioned service offer and jurisdiction. And besides that, I believe really in the Maltese spirit of keeping it easy, having a good life, enjoying life, and just do it basically. But of course, I think Malta does a great job understanding what's going on. That Bitcoin and the underlying technology is something new. We have to accept it, and it's changing the world. It's redistributing the cards. The established house of cards will fall inevitably, and the question is where these cards will go. And also, I think now is the best time for everyone to choose and to make a decision on which side you're on. Are you on the side that is always limiting freedom, always stifling innovation, always trying to unethically work, in a parasite way, basically, printing money out of thin air? That's not sustainable. It's trying to solve problems by printing more money. That problems that are solved by printing money, it's not going to work out forever. Okay, like we will have the last days of that. But on the other side, it's really, really bright. Bitcoin's value proposition of censorship resistant and decentralized money that is limited to 21 million, therefore can never be inflated anymore. So you have certainty that the value will go up on the long run. That's something the world has never seen, and it's good to position and to understand and to learn and basically surf the hodl wave.
I understand you're involved with Moonzebra, which is the only two-way Bitcoin ATM in Malta. Obviously, there we go. Obviously, with this huge rush now of blockchain companies coming to Malta, are you hoping to open, a lot more Bitcoin ATMs within Malta?
Definitely. We're looking at locations such as the airport and hotspots. Malta is small still, so I think there are limits. But of course, we already have a really great traction now. So it's beautiful to be in touch with so many people. And again, I'm so fascinated by this idea, seeing the idea grow, and people understanding. Many people here are very educated. They have Bitcoin, they own cryptocurrencies, they operate exchanges, so they're the elite of this industry. Really smart people, much smarter than me. But also on the other side, there are many people who need education. They need to understand how Bitcoin works. They need to know how to secure their private key. That's most important. So yeah, we're definitely looking to grow our business here and provide good service.
And will you be focusing only on Bitcoin, or would you potentially be open to other cryptocurrencies, ATMs?
Our ATM can implement any currency. Not yet, but so at the moment we have Bitcoin and Litecoin, and others will follow. I just had a conversation here with my friend Gregory from Stasis. They have a stablecoin project. We might work together with them. So definitely the market demand is high for alternative coins, but you have to understand the underlying economic rules, and those are money is kind of like a winner-takes-it-all market, okay? And you don't want money that is inflated. So that's kind of the core that we suggest to look at in your due diligence, which coin to invest, see what is the value behind. And the value proposition of Bitcoin is, when we look into history of money, it's clear hard money kills the easy money. people always have chosen hard things or things that are hard to produce as money. Shells, gold, silver, unique tokens, flintstones, something that's really hard to produce. The word salary comes from salt, because they used to pay people in salt because it was really high precious resource and hard to produce. Nowadays it doesn't work because it's a commodity, right? Bitcoin is limited to 21 million, and that's why, on the long run, value might go up because it's impossible to produce more of it. Whereas many of other coins, it's uncertain whether there is a central authority that can steer and manage the supply.
Okay, so where can we hear more about Moonzebra and Bitcoin Fan Club?
So you can check out our websites, moonzebra.mt and bitcoinclubmalta.mt or bitcoinclub.mt. You're welcome if you're on the island to just connect us. We have a chat box. If you need help to purchase your first Bitcoin, you can speak to us in the chat box. Our ATM is located in Slima, so you can buy and sell Bitcoin and Litecoin at the moment. Also, if you completely... the reason why we did this Bitcoin ATM is because it's really complicated, right? Like, it's like the internet. Like, I mean, I'm too young, but I remember, my dad, like, in the beginnings when you wanted to send an email, you had to program. It's fucking difficult. And the same with Bitcoin. It's fucking difficult at the moment. You have to take care. So we help with that. We help understand it, help people understand it, and like and show the pitfalls, and like really give somebody a really safe experience, because that's really important. So you're not frustrated because you lose your money or something. So speak to us. We help you. You can check out the ATM, and we're here and happy to talk.
Okay, guys, that's EAK TV. Thank you, Leon. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of the summit.